Greetings and welcome to The End, last week, this week, and next week, the podcast companion to The End, the weekly newsletter that shines a light back on audio fiction shows when they've reached the finale of a season or the conclusion of the series. I'm your host and the curator of The End, Evo Terra. Let's get into it, shall we?
Last week.
The most recent issue of The End, our 33rd, highlighted 9 shows in the season finales and finished series section, and 5 of them wrapped within the last week. Uncontacted, a dramatized sci-fi series from Jacob Levy, posted the 3rd and final episode of the story yesterday, April 19th. It'll take you just about 2.5 hours to listen to the whole thing. Human Be Gone, a dramatized sci-fi comedy from Fable and Folly, posted their Season 1 finale on April the 18th. Set aside about 6.5 hours to listen to all 11 episodes in preparation for Season 2, which starts in October. The Royals of Malibu, a dramatized fiction story from Diversion Audio and Pod People, wrapped the 13 episodes of its first season on April the 17th. It's a bit over a 6-hour listen, with a Season 2 slated for September. And also on April 17th, Experiment 31E, a narrated multi-genre series from Lauren Triola, wrapped its first season. This one will also give you about 6.5 hours of listening enjoyment. And finally, for this section at least, Hallway to Nowhere, a dramatized sci-fi horror tale from Leslie Gideon, concluded the full run on April the 15th. And as a treat, it'll only take you 30 minutes to listen to the whole thing.
This week.
With every issue, I make 2 personal recommendations for great audio fiction I personally love. As with all things in life, your mileage may vary. The first is The Nebulous Saga, a dramatized sci-fi pirate story from Jane Marie and Magnus Carlsen. Now, I love 2 things about this show. First, the acting and production are top-notch, as you'll hear from this trailer.
I wish for death upon the Nova Alliance.
We all have a choice, Peter lad. One wish.
You killed my family. They killed mine.
I must have vengeance before the guilt tears my soul apart.
For 10 years, I've been making the Alliance pay.
The trade alliance agreement could be the next best thing for civilization.
I will not rest until I have obliterated them.
Torpedoes.
You cannot undo the past, Dorian. You can only wish something new for the future.
You can't kill her.
Lad, killing him won't do you no good.
Stay out of this, old man.
Pete. The Nebulous Saga. Learn more at thenebuloussaga.com.
And the second thing I love? You can listen to all 6 episodes of the story, complete, in less than an hour. My second recommendation is 1865, a dramatized historical fiction tale from Airship. Now, everything from Airship is just stellar, as you can clearly hear in this trailer.
Telegram, April 15th, 1865. Abraham Lincoln died this morning at 22 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Christ almighty, we are in the middle of a coup, Marshal. Find and secure the vice president now.
Right away, sir. Booth, the actor, he's involved in this mess?
With Lincoln gone, who will hold the South accountable? There is no one left, Major. Only this office and those who command it.
You and I are something of an arranged marriage, Stanton. I didn't choose you, and you didn't choose me.
I don't know if Johnson's a bumbling fool or something much more insidious. That man is no Abraham Lincoln. He's dangerous.
Andrew Johnson is complicit in the murder of Abraham Lincoln.
Mr. President, Edwin Stanton has an agenda.
I'm going to force Lincoln's Reconstruction policy down Johnson's throat.
The plan is a Trojan horse, Mr. President.
And what's waiting inside?
The people want blood, Mr. President. I'm going to give it to them, with or without your support.
Mr. President, it confounds me you can't see what's happening right under your very nose.
I know it's a problem. Problem you were supposed to have under control.
This is from the President.
I know what it is, Major.
A direct order from President Lincoln.
No one can know about this.
Secretary Stanton, how did he die?
Miss Hale.
Did he suffer?
Miss Hale, please. I swear, until every loyalist Southern general who refuses to stand down is eviscerated, until the will of the Southern cause is crushed beneath our feet, until the head of Jefferson Davis is delivered to me on a spike, no quarter will be given. They have killed our father. Bring me their heads!
1865, a historical fiction podcast. Premiering June 18th, everywhere podcasts are found. Find out more at 1865podcast.com.
There are 2 seasons of 1865, giving you 14 and a half hours of riveting audio fiction. There's a chance for a 3rd season, but it's a bit of a long shot. Regardless, the story reaches a satisfactory ending with the current 26 episodes. Also, my wife has a huge voice crush on Lindsey Graham. I don't think she's the only one.
Next week.
The latest issue of The End again has 5 entries in the new season's coming soon section, but only one of them starts next week. Season 2 of Spaceships, a dramatized sci-fi comedy from Afterscape, starts on April 26th. Catch up with the 10 episodes of the first season in just under 4 hours. And that's all for this episode of The End last week, this week, and next week. For these and the other audio fiction shows featured, highlighted, and coming soon that were included in the 33rd issue of The End, including links to listen to the shows mentioned in this episode, please visit theend.fyi. I'm Evo Terra. Thanks for listening.